of the most amazing talents that you will ever find in this city. One of the most beautiful minds that you will ever find in this city. There is a presentation that will be coming forth towards you that I really need for you to open your eyes, open your ears, but also open your minds and your hearts, because this is key information for the revolution at hand. I give it up for Miss Raspy Rapsody.
All right, put your hands together.
This evening, I am Raspy Rapsody. This is Queen Melenine. We've been wanting to come to speak on it for some months now, but this is actually, must be God's ordained time for us to be here. The presentation that we're about to give you guys has a lot to do with the exploitation of black women at this time period that goes all the way back to before we were thought of, before slavery here had begun. How many are familiar with the name Sarah Baartman? That's good. It's not good enough though. I'm 26 years old. 26 years on this planet, I was never taught that there was an actual tribe or a group of people that actually looked like me, that were shapely like me. I want to show you guys this first slide. Revolution, dreams, justice, and survival. This is Sarah Baartman, or an image of her that was drawn. Sarah came from a tribe that was called the Khoi tribe. Originated out of South Africa. They were hunters, gatherers, that type of thing. Stegopigia, that's the word, is what you see right there. It's a genetic trait that was in this woman that has been carried on for many years and generations. Sarah Baartman, a little bit about her. She was brought from South Africa to London at that tender age of 20 years old. She stayed in London for about 4 years, went to Paris for a year, and she died. When she traveled to that area, in her mind, from the videos and the research I've done, she went to make money. Or so she was told. Told that she would be making money. Not exploited, you know, not becoming a science experiment because of her shapely body. But that's what happened. It took 187 years before she returned back to her homeland. She never made it back alive. She was put in the circus. If you guys remember, there's a woman, always oversized black lady that's been put in a picture in the back of our minds that was a part of the circus that we saw. How many people are familiar with the movie The Wiz? Okay. You remember the heavy-set lady that was sitting on the Tin Man? Okay. It wasn't that she was overweight. It was that she was shapely. Like I said, 187 years after leaving Cape Town for London. Sarah's remains were given the proper burial. She lived with a man, had a child from that man, and he left her. When he left her, she was approached by a gentleman, and she decided to go with him. They don't know exactly what the reasons were, but she decided to go with him to make money and come back home, raise children with finances of her own. Because in her tribe, they married outside of the tribe to people that were wealthy in order to build, because they didn't have anything. They were hunters and gatherers. Her body was casted. They made a cast of the shape of her body. Her brain was taken out and pickled. Her vagina was taken out and pickled. They really exploited her, but this is not the bad thing. That's not the worst. Years after that, we continue to exploit ourselves as women. Now, not just African American women, all women. People can go to the strip clubs. They promote those more than anything. In order for a lot of artists to become famous artists, their music has to be played in a strip club where women are being exploited. Their bodies are being touched. They're being, all types of things. She drank. She became an alcoholic, basically, while she was there. She smoked. She really didn't take care of her body. She was put on display as a savage, and because of her shape, they touched her and all types of things. She ended up becoming a prostitute and dying alone.
How many of y'all are familiar with the movie Players Club? Yeah, go ahead and raise your hand. Don't act like go ahead and raise your hand. So y'all are familiar with the stripper business starting out? Y'all familiar with that? This woman right here paved the way for that type of exploitation.